Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. I am on an organizing rampage here at the studio, and I thought you might be interested in seeing the progress or the quagmire that I'm in. And so let's get to this. Now, if you have ever organized anything in your craft space or, well, anywhere in your life, you know that it gets worse before it gets better. And I'll give you two possible visuals. You can either think of it as rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, or you can think that you've just disturbed a row of those dominoes. Because when we move one thing, we displace. When we put something into a new location, we displace whatever was there, and so on, until all those dominoes are falling. So I am today tackling, let me obviously packages of paper and types of paper and so on. But let me just push that aside for a moment and show you how I have been sorting them. Now this is, you can probably recognize it as a Martha Stewart magazine holder. I have only one of those. Now every time I feel sad about having, disparate looking stuff, I just remind myself, but kid, you saved a whole bunch of money by thrifting these items. Now this is plywood. This I think might have been IKEA from long ago, and I may have more of these somewhere that I'd have to look for. And then of course I have three beautiful fabric covered ones with these places for a label. So that's sort of what I will ultimately be putting these things into. So what you cannot see is that I, long ago, in a place far away, I bought a tall metal storage cabinet. And I don't know what they were intended for, but I've always used it as a stationery cupboard, because long before I ever heard about journals and bookmaking and all of that, I have loved paper. So I had, after the back to school sales, I would buy packages of lined refill sheets. I've always had sketchbooks. I've always kept the little, don't have anything here nearby, but those little promotional notebooks that businesses used to give, plus whatever else I might have bought along the way. So that I've probably had it for 30 years. And I bet you I paid $125 or $150 for it at the time. But I'm telling you, sometimes if we invest in really good stuff, it literally is heirloom worthy. It is something that obviously I could pass down to a kid, because it is still perfect, it is still intact, and it was purpose built, and it is good stuff. So I'm even considering, what am I keeping in there and why? So again, imagine those dominoes falling. But for the purpose of this video, let's see what I had in these umpteen magazine holders and see if we can reconcile some of them. I've already done one magazine holder, and it's just one of those cardboard ones that you sort of put the notches together, and so that's even shabbier. However, I guess if I wrote on it, I wouldn't feel bad. And that one is just full of cardstock. So cardstock that I might use in my printer to print digitals where I don't want to have to back things. I also have some fancier stuff, which is like marbleized look. Anyway, so we're not going to worry about that, because that's already in place. Okay, so unbeknownst to me, I stuck some of these in there. And by the looks of it, I've got these cute little vintage ones. I don't know if that's all of them. They're gummed and they've got a cute little border around them. So I'll just put that off to the side because clearly I forgot I had that. And then these are the kind that would have, these are address labels or labels of some sort that would have been fed through a printer, I guess, of some sort, where it pulls this whole thing. So I'll put that off to the side because those are the two small things that are here. So back in the day, I guess I must have thought that I was going to be a calligrapher. And many, many years ago, I did take a calligraphy course and I did do some beautiful work. But I have this completely sealed. Oh, see, this would have cost $9 back in the day. Beyond Fang is the brand, gold parchment for calligraphic writing, and 50 sheets. So out of your sight, I will be making piles of like with like. There may be more calligraphy paper to come. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember some of this I thrifted when I was in Manitoba with those girls. And we kind of shared some stuff. So these are, well, let's get rid of this cardboard. We don't need that taking up space. These, oh, those corners are just folded back. Okay, well, so this, I guess, was a variety pack of colors. I remember giving the ladies some of each color. Obviously, these with the bent corners I should pull out of here and use in some way. This, okay, somebody, either Thelma or Kim, gave me a few sheets of this beautiful gold one. So I should be folding these up, or I should at least be putting this with special paper that will be used as signature pages. So we'll put that there. Now this would be the rest of that package with the different colored, so that same category. So I'm going to start a pile for what will end up being signature pages. Now, whether or not I end up with enough of those to actually warrant their own magazine holder, I guess remains to be seen. This is, no, it's open. This is the pre-perforated business card thingamajigs. So I think we've all done that. And we know that when we print them, there's that, or does it say non-perforated? Anyway, this is obviously, well, number one, I guess I have two choices. I could make some business cards to include with letters and so on, or I could use these pages and decorate them and pretend that they are the right size for artist trading cards or something to that effect. So I'm going to make a pile for that. And you're wondering, where is she going to put all these piles? Now, address labels. And this is, typically, yeah, these are all Avery brand. Now, I know that I found a lot of these in thrift stores. These are all, of course, they're all different sizes. I know that at some point I combined like with like and, the same size in the same package. Now, in case you think, oh my goodness, she has so few labels, poor girl. Well, number one, it's not true. And number two, I think oh no, these are business cards. This is Avery brand business cards. So I'll add those to the business card pile. What else can I pull out here? oval labels. Oh, goody. Address labels, and of course, they're a different size again. Two and 5/8, 2 and 5/6. Make me crazy. Okay. I got something else here that's got Avery on it. Oh, those are loose sheets. That doesn't belong here at all. Now what is this? Oh, it's a type of paper. Okay, let's just openly admit that I have many, many more. Can't see what size these are. Oh, they're square. Huh. I'm going to, on the floor, I'm going to start a pile for these packages of labels because I have a gazillion more in my lateral filing cabinet. If we have time at the end, maybe I'll pull a few of those out and figure out a way to deal with this. Okay, so this is more of that marbleized cardstock. So I don't think there's room for that, so I'm just going to make yet another pile. Oh, these are coffee dyed file folders that shouldn't be there, that need to be someplace else. So we'll put those on the floor. I'm just so pleased that I have some floor space to even make piles on the floor. I must have shown this in a thrifting video. Universal tracing paper, 9 by 12, 50 sheets. So I'm going to call this specialty paper, and I will make a little pile off to the side here. Okay, now this, apparently I just kept the cardboard here. This is HP photo paper because, of course, and we know that there's a kind of a right side and a wrong side. We know that some people out there, purists of some sort, obviously not me, print everything on photo paper. I don't think that's necessary in any way, shape, or form because, oh, here's some more photo paper. Now, is it the same? I know there's no shortage of glossy paper, but of course, the preferable one is matte paper. Well, again, let's combine these two. Don't know if they're the same thing or not, but okay, and of course, this is my own opinion. Whatever you believe is, obviously your choice and so on. I think that this is an unnecessary expense to buy photo paper unless you're doing something very special. If we, on one hand, think to ourselves that we can make books out of actual junk or something that is vintage, or antique, 100 years old or more, or we print something on ordinary coffee paper and then spend the next half hour making it look old, some of that thinking just doesn't jive in my head. So, yes, it probably doesn't hurt to invest in a package of photo paper and have it for something very, very special. But for the most part, I think that cardstock and regular copy paper suffice for anything that I'm doing. But again, that's me. Oh, I found a few more pads here. Okay, so, nothing is ever the same size exactly. This is 8 by 10. This is 10 7/8 by 8 3/8. Well, isn't that just lovely? Okay, so letter pad. This is the sort of thing that back in the day, I thought they usually had a lined, like a guide thing that you could put underneath so that your lines weren't going uphill or downhill or whatever. 111 sheets. Isn't that a nice round number? Anyway, this would be difficult to use in a printer because it's a weird size and the printer might not want to pull the paper correctly. So I'm going to add this to my pile of things that should become signatures, because in that case we don't care. And then this is typewriter paper. Now this has to be, well, mind you, it's got a barcode. So I guess barcodes came in the 70s, early to mid 70s. So I would say, again, because of the obscure size, and of course I would save the covers from any of these pads. I would also save this backing cardboard, but I'll put this also with the pile that should become signature pages. Okay, what have we got here? This is something that I clearly thrifted. Mako products, and it says labels. Products for the new generation of printing. For best results, keep sheets in this plastic bag when not in use. Store labels flat in a box. Keep in a cool, dry place. Rotate stock frequently to avoid excessive aging. Storage without the plastic bag can cause labels to curl and jam. So let's see what we have here. Oh, so these guys, if they still exist, must be like an Avery type thing. And these are 1 inch by 3 on a page, so that what's that, about 3 inches. So clearly, we'll add this to the label pile, and I'd better start coming up with some ideas. Obviously, I have done previous videos, probably during the 100-day project, using these sorts of products. Okay, what's this supposed to be? Create your own design transfer paper. Plaid is the brand. Plaid Folk Art is the brand. Works on an inkjet. Unique transfer ink lets you personalize almost any surface. Almost 25 inches by 19 inches. Oh, so what? You get one piece? Okay. Well, you know, stuff like this, I'm not sure why I buy it. Obviously, it's going to take some research to figure out how to use this. I would imagine it's going to mean cutting it down to a size that can easily be used in a normal printer. So let's start another pile on the floor called Needs More Attention. Now, this, I would think, because of the feel, it's a linen feel, would be considered resume paper. So clearly I opened a package. This is like a cream color. So we'll make a pile, because obviously that should work in a printer. Here are, this is cardstock. This is not, that's more like parchment, so cardstock. There's my cardstock pile. Add that to the cardstock. This, I'm sure you can't see these differences. These are just 3 different pieces of paper. So I will add that to the resume paper. Whoopsie. Oh, wax paper that I cut down. That's for special printing purposes. Look at this, Liquidation World. Now, the Liquidation World went belly up, a long time ago. I used to love that store. Anyway, paid $1.99 for 25% cotton paper, watermarked, rich texture and durable, letter size, 100 sheets, heavy weight. Now, do they say what the weight is? No, they don't. And obviously, if white is good, then so is cream. I wonder, could this paper, and I have in my, well, just where I can, let me see. Where's the forensics guy when you need him? Those look like, though they're a different color based on how I'm seeing right now. This feels the same, but there's a color difference. So I'm going to just continue to call this printer paper. I started to say that I have 3, actually, 3 different paper sorters. These are laminating covers, and I do have a laminator. Where's the best place to keep those? Why am I not laminating something? Oh, this is more packaging from the photo paper, so I'll put that with the photo paper for now. Laminating covers. Laminating covers. Let's put that with wax paper for the time being, and maybe it needs more time. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, so this is translucent paper. Now, it's not calling it vellum, but it does say cards, crafts, scrapbooking, stamping, and more. Acid-free, lignin-free, and, of course, the packaging. The cardboard to keep it from getting damaged. Now, what I've written on there, is glue stick the leading edge to copy paper. Okay, so I know. Oh, dear. I have used this, and maybe that would be worth it, a video. Yeah, we'll put this over here. Let's just further say on here, video idea. Okay, we're making some headway. A bit of headway. Okay, onion skin typing paper, 8.5 by 11. Now, some of these papers are going to, when I put together that video, let's just say that I will differentiate between these kinds of things. Okay, maybe maybe I'll put this, I might have to, depending on what I do in that video, I may have to trim this guy down so it fits in the printer. These other pages I said were going to become signature pages. So that's still the plan there. Okay, I'm going to let's put this on top. I'm going to bind these guys together to know that this is supposed to be a video idea. Okay, what now? Glossy photo paper. I surely hope that I can't have paid $8 for that. So this stuff I should be keeping with my what's it called? Alcohol inks. Let me write that's not scrap. Use with alcohol inks. When I did my one and only video on alcohol inks, I used this small glossy photo paper. And let's just say video. So that will be the reminder there. Add it to the other video pile. Okay. Clearly, I must have been on a kick buying photo paper. This is matte, so I will add it to the other matte photo paper. Tracing paper pad. This is obviously, hopefully, there are only a few sheets in here, and they're 9 by 12. I'll add them to that bundle, excuse me, that's in the elastic band. Now, I bet you I got more of this someplace else. This paper is lovely. It does not lend itself, though, to signature pages because, well, I guess it could. It has score lines because it was intended as a trifold brochure. Oh, there it is. So, yes, I will add this. Oh. Oh, no, here's more. I was going to say there has to be more of this. I will add this to the papers intended for a signature page. Now, I suppose the other thing I could do with this, because that's a lot, is to, I don't know if I could use it without folding it on the score lines and it would hold up. So if I folded that in half, or I could fold it just on, so I could fold it like so. This would almost have to be trimmed a hair just to, although I suppose it does clear. It doesn't bind much, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I guess the other thing that this would be good for is if this was backing something else, because then those score lines would become kind of a moot point. But anyway, for now, I'll put it with the signature paper stuff. Okay, who moved the signature paper stuff? Oh, there it is. I didn't mean to accuse you. Okay, what's this? These are more business card things. I'll add that to that pile. These are some kind of vintage gummed labels. So that also needs to be handled differently because it doesn't have a peel-off backing. So I'll just put that there because that's an anomaly. These are business card papers. And I have, like I said earlier, I have done, that's just cardboard. I have done a video with that. I hope I didn't pay $2.99 for this, but who knows? It was marked at $7. It's 25 sheets of 24-pound acid-free, and that's certificate paper. So let me put that with those. But this would be almost like cardstocky weight. I'll add it to the certificates. That's a Value Village sticker. Okay, so these are certificates, still sealed. What does it say? 24 to 60 pounds. It's one or the other, I would say. But I'll add that to the certificates as well. Okay, we got loose stuff here. Oh, here's another few sheets, or one sheet of this stuff. That is scored into quarters. What's going on here? Oh, this is a full page label. Those are business cards. We add that to that. Okay. I'll put this aside because I've written something on there. But those are the little teeny weeny return address labels. Okay, this is that size. So luckily these things have stock numbers on them or product numbers. So I will try to match them up. Oh, and this is clear. Okay, all of these open Avery packages, I will match up to their, to those products. Okay, what's this? This is linen paper, and it is like that one that I showed you in cream. So I'll just put that with printer paper. Doesn't somebody need like 1 million business cards? Clearly, I thought I did. Okay, 150 cards. Oh, these are clean cut. So those won't have the little nubby edges. I'll add that to the business card pile. Now, I don't know where I got this. I love this paper. And it's different. Maybe some would say it's a disadvantage. But this edge has rounded corners. And I have used this, so I will just, and it is, it's not as heavy as cardstock. It has, I don't know, you probably can't see that, but it has like a linen-y weave to it. And I should just probably keep this. Where should I keep this? I don't know where I should keep it. Now that is the end of my piles of paper, well, that I had in these boxes. Let's just put it that way. So because I have 3 matching ones, I should probably lift this camera up a bit so you're not so so it's not right in your, practically touching your chin. So looking, excuse me, looking at my piles, I'm going to put this in one, and of course I might end up having to move them. These are the ones that I said would be signature pages. So the certificate, the certificates, the oddball size typing paper, and these brochure papers. Let me move my scraps. I'll put that over there, and we'll see if I've kind of guessed. Now, I suppose maybe I should put this black paper in there as well. Oh, I'm blocking all my light source with them. Now, I also have all of this that was like nicer, for lack of a better word, nicer stationery. So let's put that in this box. Oh, and you know what? This is all photo paper. But if I mix it up and don't pay attention, not mix it up, but if I'm not careful when I'm taking pages out or putting pages back in, I will end up mixing it up. So let's corral these guys together. With a bigger elastic, stronger, bigger elastic. And of course, the trick too will be in the labels that I make for each. Boy, I don't know how long that's going to hold. The labels that I make for each magazine holder. I mean, it should be obvious, but I'm going to say, whoops, photo paper. And I'll put it in with, because I have space, with the stationery. And that fills, excuse me, that fills that up pretty much. Now this was all cardstock. So what I might do, I don't want to take your time. I'm going to, I think I have more of this than I can fit in one, but probably not enough for two. So I'm just going to tuck it in there for the time being while I find the other let's crack this baby open. I've had this forever and a day. The best way to use it is to at least open it. So this would be, okay, obviously I could take these calligraphy guides out of here. And now what? Anyway, I am going to see if I can jam it in here, because now this becomes, is it 8.5 by 11? Hope so. Yes, sirree. I will put this in with this other stationery type paper. So when I make a label, and it'll just be, because this is fabric, actually I guess that's so small for a description, but what I'll end up doing, maybe I'll just, I don't know how I'll do it. But I'm kind of now trying to distinguish between what I will use in a printer. Now I have, you know, all of these business card things, so let's see. I doubt that, well, they're not going to fit in here, so clearly I could get rid of this packaging or repurpose this packaging. Well, that's not the purpose of this video, so let's let that percolate. I don't know if I have another big elastic, but I could group that in with the oh dear, 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 dear. This probably won't stretch, but I'll try. One thing, now you may think, okay, you've spent quite a bit of time, but have you really accomplished anything? And I would have to say that by my standards and my metrics here, I feel that I have accomplished something, because it's going to ultimately save time when I go to these things and think, okay, well, where did I stick the cardstock? Or, gee, I want to do something with business cards. Where is that? So, okay, I've got that. Again, the trick will be in the labeling. Now, I still have stuff on the floor. I have all the open guys like this. Now, these dyed file folders don't, that's not where they belong. I have another place for that. And, okay, that's, you know what? I could use this wooden guy here. And, well, oh, sorry for clunking that like that. And label this one something like project specific or something to that effect. And that way I know that, okay, if I'm racking my poor little brain here for an idea for a video, so I also have the gummed labels, these bent certificates, so I'm going to keep all of this together. How is that? Okay. Let's get rid of this packaging. Put this in. I can't tell you how pleased. Oh, there's somebody's hand in there. Somebody traced their hand. Anyway, I'm sticking that in this cover, so it'll still be protected, but it won't be quite so annoying. Now, if you're an adherent of the Marie Kondo way of organizing, the big flaw, the big mistake that I made here today is the fact that I did not get out the gazillion packages of Avery labels. But you can be sure that that's what I'm going to do the minute I turn off the camera. So I'm just going to, for the time being, call this project specific. Oh, managed to write on my hand. So that goes in there. So you know what? I'm going to pick these guys off the floor. Add this into there as well. The butcher paper, or wax paper, yeah, well, wax paper, butcher paper, and the laminating covers in there as well. Maybe I should have that on a label, but let me write that on the spine too. This is the large print version. Oh dear. So, like I said, once I turn off the video, I will start sorting. Oh, I thought I picked the right end of the file folder to write that on, but of course, that's the part that goes in. So let's do it again over here. I'm not sure why I started all of this organizing. Maybe it's because I'm feeling I don't feel disconnected, but some relief after having finished the blush journals, posted them, listed them, and also whatever I intend to do for Christmas. Like I told you in another video that I did drag all that stuff downstairs. I have to contend with that one day, but at least it's out of my sight for now. So, okay, guys, I'm going to stop there because I've got Avery stuff to sort. Yay! I hope that this little process has helped you or motivated you in some way to tackle something that is perhaps keeping you from being optimally efficient. And good luck with whatever you're tackling today. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.